It does make sense. I just feel like we need a lot of things to go our way for it to happen. Like you said, this is pending a release by the Jets. If they indeed choose to do that, right? They got a new head coach. I mean, do you think there's a chance that Tay and Aaron run it back and
Tim
changes over there?
I didn't even think about it till you said it. We talked about this morning. It's reported that Aaron Glenn has already said he wants Aaron Rodgers to be his quarterback.
Right. So Tay's not leaving if Aaron's going to come back. So we might have just crapped on our own dreams.
What a buzzkill, Tim.
Those pesky facts getting in the way of our feelings.
I know it, man. Unbelievable. The stuff I put up with on this crappy show. Anyway, Emilio, does that make sense? How do you feel about that scenario?
Yeah. No, definitely. That's I would love that, seriously. Because then you can kind of move on from Mac when you're ready to. You're not tied to him forever. If you get a run this year at the Lombardi, cool. If not, it's next year, and move him on his way if you need to. But I completely thanks Tim for ruining the party, because I completely forgot that we got to figure out what Tay's doing.
Well, Tim ruined the party, but Jake Shavink just came in and fixed the party. Check this out. You guys remember Garrett Wilson? There was a report that leaked out that if Aaron Rodgers was returning next year, he didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he says if Aaron stays, that might mean Garrett Wilson wants out.
Here's the guy.
We go trade for Garrett Wilson. Now it becomes we're right back to square one. What are you giving up for Garrett Wilson? So that's interesting there for sure. Garrett Wilson, I think, is a great player. He definitely was before Aaron and Tay got there, but I don't know, man. If he's, I think he would fit into this offense, don't you think? I mean, he could pretty much do everything. He's got good hands. He's a good route runner. They say he's got a great attitude as well, but now I think we're kind of grabbing at straws, right?
Yeah.
Make everything work. The one thing in this whole conversation that can happen just like that is Khalil Mack. It could, right? Now, there's always a chance with him being 34 years old, or going to be 34 years old, I believe, that he hits the wall and he's not near as effective, right? And you just waste that money. There's a chance of that. Man, if last year's any indicator that he can still play football, boy, he can play it at a high level. There's no doubt. Brambo says, y'all had the big board dialed in on edge, boys. We did. The big board I'm really happy with, man. I think we did really well with the big board.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top three quarterbacks on our board was Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels. I think we would all agree those three played pretty well. We had Bo Nix right behind Michael Penix Jr. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr. ended up taking a starting job there toward the end from Kirk O'Chains, I think is what he's going by now. And Bo Nix, to me, looks like the real deal. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy got hurt, so those were our top quarterbacks. If you looked at running back was pretty low last year's draft. You got a lot of players above the top ones. We had Trey Benson at the top. I don't know how he fared this year. Wide receiver-wise, Marvin Harrison Jr., that was a slam dunk. It's easy to say that was going to be good. Rome Odunze, I think, was a hit for the Bears. To me, he looked like he belongs. He's going to be a good receiver in the league. Malik Neighbors, obviously, with the Giants. I remember I haven't followed him close, but it seemed like most of the year Malik Neighbors people were bragging on him big time.
He was 8th in wide receivers this year, 86.7.
Oh, yeah. So we nailed on that one, right? Brock Bowers was our top tight end. We crushed that. I mean, that dude was just an absolute stud. Offensive tackle, Joe Alt was at the top of the list. Obviously, he played really, really well for the Chargers. I'm assuming he played well for the Chargers. He's definitely their starting left tackle, right, Emilio? Am I thinking right?
Yes.
Yeah, Joe Alt.
Left. Yeah, I think he's left. But no, he did start. I'm pretty sure he started right away.
Okay, let me take a look real quick. That's the NFC West, right? And that's the let's see. Let me go to tackles. I just want to take a look at Joe Alt.
I have him at 23rd with a 75.9 PFF grade.
That's a hit.
78-1 pass blocking and a 670 run blocking.
We know Tavondre Sweat was good. He was our number 3 defensive lineman. Did we find out anything about Byron Murphy or Jerzon Newton? That's what I want to find out. Let me comb through. Matter of fact, let me just take the Patreon. We got that down, don't we? Let me put these grades up so we can kind of check them out in real time. But you keep cross-checking them too there, Emilio. See if you can find the defensive tackle. We're looking for defensive tackles, and we're going to be looking for
Tavondre, right. He was 15th with a 76.2, a 75 run defense, a 64-7 on pass rush and a 66-1 on coverage with those 12 snaps in coverage. Didn't he have a pick too?
Who's that?
T'Vondre Sweat. Didn't he have an interception?
T'Vondre Sweat had an interception.
No. I'm sorry. Did that happen in Texas? That might have been. Yeah. Never mind.
Been awesome. I'm looking for Byron Murphy. Where's Byron Murphy at, man? I'm not seeing him anywhere. Did he get hurt or something maybe, or just is he in jail? Where's Byron Murphy at? What happened? Talk to me. There he is. Byron Murphy the second, 61st, 58. So that me no likey that, Jan, right? Jerzon Newton. Do we know where he's at, Amelia? You seen him yet?
Jerzon Newton.
I think he might be even lower.
Yeah, lower, not up top.
So we may have spoke too soon. We may have swung and missed big time on the interior. There he is, 91st, 51.1 for Washington. So we hit on T'Vondre Sweat, but the two above him were misses, right? What about Chris Jenkins? You see him anywhere on that list? 111, 45.4. We sucked at interior defensive line.
Okay, so that's something we got to pay attention to this year, especially us needing a 3-tech.
Like I was saying, we don't need to take a 3-tech in the first round, boys. It just doesn't make sense. Okay. Change that up real quick. So defensive tackle, we struggled. Edge, we had Latu. Obviously, I want to say he got hurt. He played for Indy, right? What did Latu finish with? Let's see if I can pull up the edges real quick here. Edge defenders. Boom. And he played for the Colts. So let's just look for the Indianapolis Colts. I want to say he got hurt, but I could be wrong. Now, there he is. 32nd, not bad, right? 71.5. He's actually tied for 32nd at edge defender. And then we had Chop Robinson. We talked about him. He finished with a 70-something grade, right? So he actually a 70 even. So he was 37th. So that's a pretty good football player there. And then, of course, Jared Verse we knocked out of the park, 89.3. So edge were good. Linebacker, Junior Colson was my top linebacker. And I know I was in the extreme minority with that. I'm wondering where he might have finished.
He doesn't even have a grade. I have Edgerrin Cooper, Peyton Wilson, Omar Speets, Tyrese Knight, Darius Massow, Trayvon Wilson, and Maris Lafau.
Okay, so he doesn't even have a grade. So Junior Colson, I want to say he got hurt preseason because I remember looking at
played in 11 games, only started once.
Junior Colson?
Yep, I got him pulled up on Pro Football Reference.
How many snaps does it show, Tim?
Let's see.
That probably won't show you on Pro Football.
Don't have snap counts, no.
So Junior Colson, probably a miss there. Peyton Wilson, 15th on this list right here with a 74.7. So that was a hit. And then obviously Edgerrin Cooper was our fourth best linebacker. That was a huge hit.
Yep.
Cedric Gray. Have you seen Cedric Gray?
Not on there.
Not on the list?
No, yeah. All I have up in the filters, draft year 2024, all there is the Edgerrin, Peyton, Omar, Tyrese, Darius, Tevin, and Maris. So, I mean, it would be Tyrese Knight would be one that I know, and Darius Massow that we looked at.
All right.
They were kind of down a little bit further.
And then cornerback.
Cedric Gray was hurt.
What's that, Tim?
Cedric Gray was hurt, I think. He only played in 7 games.
That might have been who I was thinking about then. Quinyon Mitchell obviously had a good year. He's in the running for Rookie of the Year, so that was our top corner.
And then just hit filters again, and then just go to draft year 24.
Oh, nice. There you go. Look at you, man, these technological advancements. So, Quinyon Mitchell finished third best rookie at a 75.5. Kool-Aid McKinstry, how did he finish? 53rd overall.
Oh, no.
It's not horrible. 66.1, right? Oh, instead of I see what you did there. Yeah, so I mean, we always say if you hit 65 or above as your rookie year, it's a pretty good indicator you're a good football player, right? You're going to kind of last. So Kool-Aid will probably end up being a hit in the end.
Or our boy Max down there at 97th. That's tough. 55.5. That's tough.
Yeah, that is tough. You're right, because we were all over him, weren't we? Where did I have him on the board, though? Let me double check. I know people were real big on him. And I had him a little bit lower. Yeah, I had him lower, man. I had him below the halfway mark. So I wasn't as big on Max Melton as others. Storm Duck, I remember Bird cooking Storm. Remember that?
Yep.
Bird on bird violence there in that game. But, Nate Wiggins, I seen him up here toward the top, 23rd with a 72.6. Pretty good year, right? He was our third best corner on the board. Terrion Arnold, I thought had a good. Didn't he have a good year or no? Terrion Arnold, nope. 50.8 for Detroit. Yuck. Right? A lot of penalties too. They said he was getting real grabby. So Terrion Arnold looks like a miss as of right now. Cooper DeJean was a hit. He's the top graded rookie corner next to Andrew Phillips. Let's go. Yeah, Cooper DeJean, we had him as the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth best corner. And then Tim's guy, Enos Rakestraw Jr. was next on our list. Where did he get?
He got hurt.
Tim said, hey, he tried to rob a bank. He's not in the league. So he got hurt. All right.
Yeah.
Last position.
I don't know how much time he missed. What did he grade out as? 59?
I couldn't find him just now, to be honest with you.
I thought I saw him there on that list.
Oh, was he?
AFAM here. AFAM with the quick filters and lube. And then AFAM said, lube that data up. Greg Rice said, sniff. They grow up so fast watching Clay learn about spreadsheets.
I'll tell you, boy, I am not your guy when it comes to technology. I promise you that. We get this
You're
big
more like this guy when it comes to technology.
I put a second mortgage on the house to get this NASA computer. Don't even know how to use the damn thing. You know what I mean? That's the way that works. So, safeties, we had Tyler Nubin as the top safety. He finished with a 65.6. Not bad. Next was Javon Bullard. Now, Javon Bullard, 54.2. He's 81st. Of course, he played a lot of corner. They got him listed as a safety here. Next was Katan Oladapo, which he's not meeting the minimum requirements. Why he's not on there, I bet. What? Should be a way to ignore that.
I think is it under view? Yeah, it's under view. But
hey, look at this. So when you ignore the minimal snaps, Katana Ladapo was the 1, 2, 3, 4th highest graded safety. Draft. Turn it up, Tim. Let's just vibe for a second. Dylan. So Ola Home Depot, pretty good year there. What about Cam Kinchen? Cam Kinchen's had a pretty good year, 71.5. He was our 1, 2, 3, 4th best safety. He dropped quite a bit on our board, but he proved to be a pretty good safety. So not bad there. A lot of these names we looked at, I remember you guys being big on Jaden Hicks. He was a hit, right? I think I was lower on him on my board. I had him more in the middle of the pack. Yeah, and then didn't you like DTD a lot?
That was Emilio's guy, boy.
My boy. I was trying to stand on the table for him.
Oh, seriously,
wow.
Though. We had
5 grade, not bad.
We had him right below Cam Kinchen's, I guess in the number 6 spot. And you nailed that one. Holy cow. What about Caden Bullock? We talked about Caden Bullock a lot too.
Yeah, he was the one that missed that hot piss catch from Tucker Kraft and got roasted. That's right.
47.9. Yuck. Cole Bishop, I remember him too. So there you go. It's fun to kind of look back and see, what sticks out to you. We did that little exercise, D-tackle, right? Something went wrong there on the board.
That's great. Now we got to go back to the drawing board. We're halfway done with it. Now we got to fix.
Exactly. And this whole time we're going, this D-tackle is going to be a stud. Everybody's on their board going, y'all don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Numbers are off.
That's instant credibility right there. That's how it's done. So, all right, we hit the PFF. We got the Patreon group stuff in. Appreciate y'all. Actually, we got one more Patreon thing to hit on as Drew D, a new member here, hopped over from YouTube and joined the Patreon group. He's in there with the draft chat now. Really cool. If I can find it, I think this is the right tab. He had a prospect, or a couple of them I think he might have actually mentioned. I think he mentions Mike Green. Mike Green's still in the show, and Do You Rant has a couple here as well. Let's hit them. Do You Rant says Ohio State has 3 front 7 guys. Tua Maloa. That sound right, guys? Tua Maloa, Jack Sawyer, along with defensive tackle Tyleik Williams, who all could be late first-round picks. Obviously, they're loaded in Ohio State this year. And then Drew came in and said, I came across something interesting with Mike Green. His freshman year, he played for Virginia. So I like to ask myself, why would a guy downgrade by going from Virginia to Marshall? I don't have inside information, but when he was a freshman, he was only 6'4", 225 pounds at outside linebacker. Then he transferred and bulked up to 241 pounds. So clearly he was a late bloomer. The following year, he put on more weight, now up to 248 pounds. 225 to 248 is a massive difference. It's a great point, Drew. And you'll notice the last 2 years, Emilio, he crushed it, didn't he? I mean, he had great PFF grades the last 2 years, so that extra weight definitely helped. It kind of explains why he's such a quick twitch pass rusher too. You know what I mean? Because
built with speed before he put on the muscle.
Bingo. That's it.
Being able to transfer that. And now AFAM had a question here earlier. Who turned out to be the highest graded rookie center? That would be ranked 5th of centers overall, and that would be Zach Frazier, AFAM, with a 77.9.
Let's look at it. Let's go to the tape. Go to the board. So we had Jackson Powers Johnson as the top center, and right behind him was Zach Frazier.
Jackson Power Johnson has no snaps and is not, even with the minimum ignored, I don't have him. So we have Zach Frazier's number 1. Then it'd be Hunter Norzad. Pretty sure he was from Penn State. Maybe a late round gem, but he only had 30 snaps. The next would be Cooper Beebe and Tanner Bortolini were the two others, 16 and 17.
Wow. Bortolini being a Wisconsin guy. What was his grade again?
Bortolini was a 65.1. Cooper Beebe was a 65.4.
I remember our Wisconsin listeners, man, got a lot of people that are Wisconsin Badgers fans that listen to the show, and they were big on Bortolini. They loved Bortolini. So I like pasta too, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't.
That's tortellini, Clayton.
Oh,
tortellini. You got you.
Appreciate that.
Ed Fish advised me that he played guard. So Jackson Powers at guard was ranked 40th with a 63.9, played just shy of 1,000 snaps for Raiders.
That's starting caliber, man. You know.
Yeah. But here you go, Dominic Pooney.
Yeah.
80.5, ranked 7th overall of guards.
80.5 for Pooney.
80.5.
Did we have him as a guard, or where did we have him?
I think we had him as a tackle from Kansas, I believe. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different guy.
Let me see here. I think we had him at tackle too. Pooney. Yeah, we had him at tackle, and we had him listed as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think the 9th best tackle, maybe the 8th. Right above Tyler Gotton, right below Jordan Morgan. So I hope Pooney don't turn into that player that ends up being like the Josh Myers compared to the Creed Humphrey. That would suck. You know, you look up and Pooney's a Hall of Famer and Jordan Morgan doesn't amount to anything. That would really suck. I think Jordan's going to be a great player though, personally. So I'm glad AFM asked that question though, man. That's interesting to go back through the centers like that for sure. So these Ohio State players they're talking about, man, you got some studs there, right?
Yeah.
At this year's draft. When we go to defensive, actually, let's just go overall prospects to see if we can locate these guys. According to the
Williams is up there for sure.
Yeah, according to the Consensus Big Board, they got Josh Simmons, Ohio State guy at offensive tackle in the 18 spot. Then you got Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver in the 21 spot. And then you have Tyleik Williams in the 33 spot. He peaked at 30. Then Jack Sawyer at 37. He peaked at 29. And then Donovan Jackson, interior offensive lineman at 40. He peaked at 38. And then the other guy, the Tua Maloa, if that's how you say it, he's sitting 47th. He's an edge defender. He peaked at 34. So, yeah, they're kind of borderline late first-round picks. Could bleed into the second round. But, man, did Ohio State pump out the prospects this year? Holy cow, dude.
Seriously.
That's wild. Them and Ole Miss are the two teams that really stick out to me, man. It just seems like, as you spread, Georgia's got a bunch of dogs, no pun intended, as well, man. Like Mikael Williams, edge defender, he's number 10 on the big board. Then you got Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. He's sitting in the 12 spot. Jalen Walker, linebacker. Like Tim said, another inside linebacker named Walker. I think he can actually play edge as well, if I understood correctly. 16th overall, 12th is where he peaked.
Oh, you know, we're taking at least one player from Georgia.
It's happening. You know,
to keep the streak alive, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, these Ole Miss guys though, they're littered all throughout as well, man. So it's interesting to see kind of which schools are really churning out the prospects, and that's going to help recruiting, and you know the rich get richer, right? That's typically how that works.
Tell you what, Iowa State churned out a receiver. I'm just going to say it like that.
Tim, who is that guy? You haven't talked about him yet. Who you?
Yeah, have I mentioned Jaden Higgins from Iowa State? No. Oh, okay.
Can I introduce you in a gentleman by the name of Jaden Higgins here? Let me pull up this Consensus Big Board real quick, and we're trying to bounce back and forth from the PFF big board to the consensus big board just to kind of give you guys a good little blend. But yeah, as Tim was pointing out, wide receiver, if you're going down here, you're going to see Iowa State pop up here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure. Where's he at, Tim? What's going on? No, he was
Perfect.
lower, wasn't he?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. Yeah, he was way lower. Let me just go receiver and
Tim, he's 23rd on our board right now. So
telling you.
Nice.
It's what we were talking about earlier, Amelia, on the morning show when we were looking at like, man, yeah, he's Jaden Higgins. They got him in the 84 spot.
Nice.
We got him worthy of the 23rd pick. You said, Amelia.
Wait, we got to pull up the pick. Let me get the ticker. Where do we pick? I think we pick 84, don't we? 87.
87.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying is like maybe trade back from second, from 54. Get like into the 70s and make sure you get him if this board is correct. You guys know how this goes. Now, he peaked at 69, so you got to treat it as if he could go at the 69 pick. So who knows, man, second round pick. I mean, Green Bay's got a lot of precedent there for taking.
And you get some production at Senior Bowl practices, and you get production at the game, and then we got to chase him up the board.
Which
great job. We brought him to the light, Tim. Nice. Now we're going to have to fight for him.
Yeah, take this off the screen immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to start some rumor about him, smoking.
We're looking at Restrepo. Yeah, we want Restrepo real bad.
Yeah, that's what it is. The little guy, right?
Yeah,
everyone's got the worst grade. That's who we're wanting. That guy right there. And
don't ask me any questions about receivers under 6 foot tall. I'm not familiar with them. I haven't scouted any of them.
And we'll just go ahead and Jake Shavink says mock draft time. I'd say I did one the other day. And I got
here we go.
People loved it and people hated it. We will go ahead and say, though, so we're going to be live for the East-West Shrine game. That is next Thursday night, correct, guys? Next Thursday night. So if I remember correctly. So that'll kick off about the time that our show goes live. So we'll do a normal show about 1:20 for that. But that Saturday, the Reese's Senior Bowl, what we're going to do is we're going to do a live watch party for the Senior Bowl. Now, keep in mind, we cannot put the Senior Bowl on the screen, right, for copyright purposes. But what we'll be doing is following along together. And as these guys make plays, as these guys, the storylines kind of unfold for it, we're just going to hang out. It's going to be very casual, probably have some pizza grease on the keyboard here, just hanging out, watching ball, talking. And what we'll do is pull up their PFF statistics, all that stuff, their grades, and we'll kind of dive into, hey, here's this player that's getting highlighted right now. We'll have the box score up on the screen so you can kind of see who's sticking out. But I will say this, if you're expecting the Senior Bowl to be this like big, exciting game, it's fun, don't get me wrong. The practice leading up to it, this next week, the practice all week long leading up to the Senior Bowl, that's where you want to be in tune with social media. We'll be giving you guys updates for that as well. So it'll be a lot of fun for sure. So anything else we want to hit on, boys? We can go in any direction here that you guys want to. We could end it watching a little tape if you wanted to on some Green Bay Packers. Is there a player maybe on the Packers roster that you guys are like, hey, I wonder how he did this year, or I feel like he did well. Let's go watch the tape. Anybody come to mind at all?
Yeah, man. Pull Eric Stokes numbers, man. Let's.
Do you really?
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Tim wants to talk about it. Tim said this is a discussion we got to have for the offseason.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Now.
I think he's kidding. He's trying to get a ruse out of everybody here. Seriously, who comes to mind? Like, can
we watch Home Depot's? Just a couple of plays.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, there we go. Because we've got some snaps, got some tape,
my man.
So let me do it this way. Let me get this off the screen and let's go.
If you have no Home Depot tape, we're getting asked for some Zane Anderson tape.
Ooh, I'm sure we can find both. Now it gets a little bit tricky because you got to find them on the stat column. Let's see, Ola Home Depot passer rating when targeted. Where's Oladapo at here? Do we have him on this list? We got to probably remove the minimum, I bet. No, there is no minimum.
He's finding his way.
He's not even on here.
He probably doesn't have one, so let's get our boy Zaniac in there.
The Zaniac? Did he just say?
The real guy.
Oh, here we go. No wonder. Look, Tim.
Oh, he's at the top. That's why he was getting more done. That's the problem.
Yeah. You can do it. We can watch. Katan Oladapo, 39.6 passer rating when targeted. Let's see what we can watch here. We got 2 stops. We got 4 tackles. We've got this is kind of hard, man, because it doesn't show. Yeah, there's a target. We got 1 target. That's why.
Perfect. Throw it to my man. Let's see it.
Let's roll the target. Touchdown. Let's see what happens here. Do we get it or not?
No.
Oh no, the NASA computer.
No. It's
Does.
smoking.
Says it's loading.
Get ready to go.
Just put that on loop until we get it to work here, Tim. That's what we need to do, man.
Next time we'll have to hit it with the.
We just lost 5 viewers with that one.
I don't blame them. Are you kidding me? If I click on Katana Ladapo, will it show the stats that way? It will. Looky here, boys.
Look at that.
Looky here. All right, so
Bro.
let's watch the hustle plays. All right, let's see if we can get these 2 hustle plays in here.
Here we go.
This is against the Bears. Do we want the end zone cam or do we want the? We probably want the
Probably.
all 22, right? Let's go all
Yeah.
22 sideline.
We definitely want the theme music too, right?
Oh, gotta have the theme music. You kidding me? Let me get this full screen here too. All right, so here we go. Here we go. All right, where's he at? Let's find him, boys. Let's see him rotating down right here. Look how big he looks, man. Seriously, like he's a hoss, ain't he? What is he like 6'1", 6'2", something like that?
Yep.
He's thick too. Watch him. Let's see if he's going to show a little late rotation. You see him trying to hold off, right? Oh, here we go. Now we're going to bounce out, right? Showing a little split look. This to me on the surface looks like it's probably cover 6, right? It could be man coverage. They're showing a little catch man up top. Let's see what he does here, though. It's a hustle play, right? So he's rotating down. He's playing robber. That's cover 1 robber is what that is. You see deep safety, and he's playing robber in the middle. Let's see what we got. Caleb running for his life. Surprise, surprise. And look at our boy. Oh, let's go.
Crack that man. Come on now.
Love it.
That's right. That's right. All right. Next play. This is against the Bears again. So here you see him on this side once again. They're trying to show a little split safety look, little rotate or little movement. Nobody followed, so you're in zone. This looks like quarter, half. That's what you call cover 4. 4 up here, 2 down here. So he's playing. He's got that deep middle corner quarter coverage, right? Look at this. Look at him break. Let's go.
It's exactly what Halfley talked about. He preached about it all year, right? Fast, loose, aggressive, downhill. Trust it, see it, go. I love it.
He just shot out of a cannon. He's like, I'm
seriously.
going.
Look at that right there to avoid Cole Kmet's block. I think that was Cole Kmet, right?
Yep.
I like how he comes in low too. You see how he's like he takes the good angle and he's coming in low, so he's already in position to make a play. Just sidestep that blocker. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, the running back lowers his head and the running back goes backwards too. Watch this. Bang.
Boom.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's awesome. All right.
Hit it from the other kid. Can you hit it with the other camera from behind him?
Yeah. Emilio said, let me see it from behind. Here we go. Let's go from behind here.
Yeah.
All right,
Oladapo is a doer that gets more done, Jake. That's the truth.
You want to see it from this angle, right?
Yeah. I just want to see him close here. Because it was Wilson that came with him, right? Yeah. Oh, he broke down the whole time. Shuffle. Get across.
Heck yeah, dude. Nice. All right. Let's see if I can navigate backwards here now. It makes it a little bit difficult. Let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had the 2 hustle plays, 2 stops. That's probably the hustle plays, to be honest with you, too.
I would think.
Run defense. Let's go to the 1 target here. All right, 1 target.
Saints.
What's that?
Okay, I know. I was just saying against the Saints. I'm trying to remember when it happened.
This is what sucks about NFL Pro. If it's only 1 play you got targeted, you can't get rid of this box. Let me see if I can go maybe zoom here.
Oh,
it's going to kind of stay faded, right? That's what sucks. So, so here it looks like he's at the bottom of the screen, right?
Yeah, and at the beginning, if you run that back, at the beginning, he's yelling at Eric Stokes to do something.
Is he? Let's see.
I don't know what he was telling him to do.
Yep.
But he needed him to pay attention.
I
think he called the play. I think he was probably like, you know what? I saw that on tape. I'm actually almost positive it's going to be a deep end right now.
Yeah, almost like he's telling him it's going to be a slant or a dig or something, right?
Right. Yep. He's like, dude, it's coming.
Communicating on that defense. We didn't see that last season.
He better be lucky that was a heater too, because Oladapo is going to take his head off. He
didn't wait. That's what I love. He doesn't wait. He comes downhill immediately.
Right.
I mean, there's no other receiver over there. There's no other threat to your left. That ball's got to come out at some point.
Yeah, let's watch the tackles. Again, we'll probably see those 2 on here that we already watched, but let's just kind of dive into it. All right, so here he is playing. Is he playing deep? Is that him deep?
Yeah, he's post.
So he's playing post safety. Well, outside zone, cutting it back in. Look at that. running back got on the ground, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Good little run fit there. We might have something in Katana Ladapo. See it from another angle. Watch him close right here. 27 right in the middle of the screen. Oh, yeah. Let's go. That's gap sound right there, baby. Let's go. Nice rep.
Close, shrunk the distance, didn't allow the back to get upfield on him.
Yeah. All right, here he is again. Now he's in the box somewhere, so he's down here. He was just talking to X. X says something to him. He looks back and goes, "Hey, I'm going to peel this guy's cap. Don't worry, X. I got you, bro."
Don't worry.
He said, "We're going to have cannolis at the house." All right, here we go.
They're on me.
Look, got a tight end on him.
Yeah.
Hold your ground. There you go.
Love it.
All right. Nice little rep there. As I eat my mini Reese's. These are money right here.
Greg Rice said, I thought the mics get cut off at a certain play clock. How does half stay in her ear the whole time? It gets cut off at 15 or 16 seconds, Greg. And then they got to make the calls after that. But up until that point, I'm sure he gave him the play, and then it's starting to give him a bunch of notes at the same time.
Yep.
It's got to be awkward, though. I mean, could you imagine that? You're just trying to give him a note, and then he puts off on him like, Coach, what were you going to say? I needed to know that.
Yeah, it's like, Quay, whatever you do right here, don't. Oh, crap. Right.
Imagine if you had this guy in your comms.
Get ready to go.
Is he married? He's married too, ain't he? God love her. That's weird. Like laying in bed with Ted Bundy every night or something, man. He's kind of got that psychopath look to him, doesn't he?
Get ready to go.
Are we going to church? Get ready to go. Look at our boy Catan right here.
I love how he breaks down. He breaks down all the time. And he doesn't lose explosion after it. He can set his feet like right here. Sit, shuffle, sit, shuffle, sit.
Yep. Let's go.
Yep. Let's get him. He can't run
He's
that
a big
fast.
boy, man. I didn't realize how big he was as a safety. He just looks big.
Yeah.
And
Might
then,
be a backup stack backer if we need one.
We got everyone on that one, Clay. Everyone's LOL in here.
What else?
Professor Cakes literally is laughing out loud at his home. His wife's looking at him like, what is going on over here?
And of course, that play we already watched. All right, who was the other one? You want to see the Zaniac, didn't you?
Yeah, the Zaniac. If we have time, I don't want to hold up the NASA computer and watch Zane tape, but I think it'd be well worth our while.
Don't be making fun of my computer over here, sir. I don't appreciate that at all. All right, Zane Anderson. Let's see what old Zane did. Look at that flow. Look at those flowing locks right there. You kidding me?
Wow.
He got that birth control smile, too. He ain't getting nobody pregnant with a smile like that. Let's see what we got here.
Get ready to go.
All right. Let's see. We got several things we can hit on here. We got tackles, 7 tackles. We got 1 stop. We got a pass rush as well. We got an interception. Let's watch the interception. You want to watch the pick real quick?
Start with the best.
Yeah, you got that right. Emilio, you ready to go? All right. So where's Zane at here? He's playing rotated down, right? So he's rotated down. X is up top in the post. Oh, I remember this. Look at him. I'm going to break off his route. Now let's just go back here and steal this one from Carrington. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a nice break on the ball, man. We broke that down too, man. He broke out of, I think they were in a Mabel look, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he spun down all the way into the box. And then basically got to the line of scrimmage and then peeled out of it, went and covered the dude.
Yeah, you see he's kind of got a little Mabel look. He just goes ahead and peels out and bang. Good hands, too. He caught that like a damn receiver, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no problem.
The confidence you have to have on the field. Look at pre-snap here. Just knowing you got Xavier McKinney back there. Most, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bite down. I'll be aggressive, and then cover my responsibility on the back end and make a play. It's just awesome what he brings to this team.
Can we take a second to admire our boy Rashawn Gary and Carl Brooks is getting held like hell, but look at Rashawn Gary get the pressure pick. That's what we're talking about right there.
Hands up, can't get there. Get your hands up.
That's right.
Got it. All right, so there is his interception. Let's fall back now, and let's look at the tackles. Is that good with you guys? And then we'll wrap this big bear up. Hour 15? This is fun, man. Off-season's so stress-free. Just getting here and just watch some tape. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? All right, so here we are with the tackles from Zane Anderson. It's the Detroit game. Zane is playing right here on this snap. So for those of you on the pod, he's playing the left safety position. Looks like he's going to end up being post safety unless, So here we go. They're kind of playing. It looks like a little cover 2 to me. Right, falling back underneath.
Yeah.
All right, so he just closing the ball there. All right, nothing special, right?
Looked like they were in an inverted cover too when it happened. That corner kind of came up. Looked like X dropped. But
Could have been. They did a really good job disguising this year, I feel like, man.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, that's what, at least you had eyes on him with the zone, but still, you don't expect Goff to run. So I'm can't be mad at it.
Yeah, I thought we clicked tackles. Maybe we didn't. Though. Let's see. Let's just see if this is a tackle here. We're saying.
Here we go.
Bang. Let's go. Not bad. Closing outside there. I was impressed with him.
It was a treat to see him actually play some defensive snaps. It really was, instead of just special teams.
It looks like they like him as a post safety a little bit more than in the box here, doesn't it, Emilio? That's what I'm noticing a little bit. Seemed like they had him at least pre-snap lining up post safety.
Right.
Both snaps.
And he's not afraid to – I love how our safeties aren't afraid to try to disguise it and walk it down. I mean, we talked about sugaring all the time with Joe Barry, but, being able – it seemed like it worked a lot better this year for some reason.
Yeah.
I think having X back there made a big difference.
Hey, that was a good close right there, man. He's playing – looked like a deep half there. It might have been a cover 6, but you'll see him down here in the bottom left of your screen playing deep. Deep half, going to rotate over. Watch him close right here, man. That's pretty nice. Look at that. No hesitation. Let's go. Bang. Nice job. Yeah, I'd like to see Zane back, man. Zane and TJ for the right price. I'd like to see them back on this roster, man. I think we'll miss them if we don't. I really do.
I agree.
Where's he at here?
And his special teams.
Where's Zane at here?
I think he's deep.
Oh,
No.
is he? Okay, is he off screen maybe?
He's either off screen or he's the one standing.
That's 11 guys right there.
Yeah, that's 11. Is that him right here?
I think that's yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, it is.
that was him.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
that was right. That was that 4th down. I remember that. Okay.
Look at that.
He stuffed him. That's right.
He said, "You need to here. Let me play Sam Backer for just a second.
I was just-
Get the hell out of here."
And
That
look
is
at our boy.
impressive.
And we were talking about our boy TJ. Stand up the center, drive him over, drive him over.
No doubt. Let's see this from the end zone cam. That was impressive, man. Zane putting his head in there. I remember that play now that you guys mentioned it. Yeah, look at him up here. It's kind of that traditional sandbacker spot, right? Play the outside shoulder of the tight end and take him on in the run fit. Take that C gap. Look at this. Get off me. Bang. Let's go.
Love it. You never know when you're going to get your opportunity in this league. Here's a guy who we all thought was a figment of our imagination for a while. And, we lose Evan Williams and, we need Zane to step up. And he did. Stepped up in a big way for us.
Yeah, look at that closing on the screen. Let's go. Pretty impressive, man, for someone who just sat on the bench,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Kind of makes you wonder what the hell was he doing on the bench when we had Savage starting,
Well, hadn't we been asking that for years now? Who is Zane? Where is he? Why haven't we
We
seen
are
him?
never going to recover from the Darnell Savage trauma.
Right.
I need therapy.
Clayton, do you need to talk about it? We can talk.
Yeah, get me on a couch over here. I'm, smoking a cigar, talking about our problems. It was frustrating, man, because you could see it. It was just like, why are we doing this? Look at this late rotation, right? You started with X as post, and obviously they use little motions, so now X rotates down, and you're going to see Zane kind of show post. Let's see if he actually plays post. Ooh, look at him close already. That's good instinct right there, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go. Bang.
Doesn't wait. No hesitate. Just like KT.
Yep.
Definitely.
I think it's a testament to just not only Hafley but Derek Ansley as well.
Yep. No doubt. Yeah, man, this is Zane got some pretty good tape here. Not a whole lot, but what we're seeing,
I still can't believe Zane played that well.
it's going to be a 12-yard game. But let's see how he plays it here. So X obviously puts him over. This looks like man coverage most likely. No, they're in zone. They're just shading over. Nope, that's man. Eric Wilson out there like, oh, crap. Right? That's exactly what that is. So it looks like Zane's on the tight end here. Now they're going to motion the running back. Oh yeah, that's a tough look.
Yeah.
Right. Because you know they're going to run some kind of switch concept. There it is. See the switch? Going to sit, little pick. Right. And here comes Zane. Nice job. He's always got his eyes in the backfield. I've noticed that about Zane. Even when he's in man coverage, it's kind of that fisheye, you know?
Yep.
So, doesn't look
He
too
wants
big.
to be where the ball is. Can't leave the quarterback's hand without he's got to know where it's going, make a play on it. So I love that.
I like what you said. Like he has no hesitation if you read run, just jump on it. Don't stand back there in the secondary, and waiting for that confrontation. Go initiate that contact, play downhill. I love it.
This is another good example too of what we're talking about with controlled rushes. This one, they just turn them loose and look at the middle of the field. We've been talking about touch spies like all year long. Like say Carl would kind of go across the face of the tackle, occupy the guard, and kind of sit in the A gap, and spy a little bit. Well, if I remember correctly, nobody does spy on this play. And watch the gap open up here. Right, you bring that. Look at that right there. You see what I'm saying? And the reason that we haven't had a whole lot of quarterback scramble on us this year is because we've done a lot of that touch spy in the middle with Kenny and other players. In this case, you turned it loose with 5, and this is what happens. You get gashed. So be careful.
Spencer Radler, of all people.
Yeah. And then, again, why do we hate man coverage? Multiple reasons. But watch Keyshawn. There's nothing Keyshawn can do right here. You're going to see Rattler running. Look, Keyshawn's back to the ball. He's got to keep his eyes on his work, right?
Right.
So nothing you can do about it. So usually when you don't have a touch spying ball is what I've noticed with Hafley's defense so far. If they're not running a touch spy, they're usually running a cover 1 drop or a cover 1 robber. That way you got that middle guy in the kind of playing mid zone, but he can also kind of spy the quarterback.
Right.
But on that play, obviously you're blitzing 5. So what it is you're bringing a 5-man rush, man coverage, just a single high safety, nobody in the middle, and you can get gashed like that for sure. So. Anyway, that was fun, man. I'm glad we dove into that. Anything else you guys want to hit on before we wrap up here?
No, I think it was a good Thursday. One more day for the week before the weekend, and let's get a little more Packers talk coming. We got those Shrine games coming up. That's exciting. That's what we got to look forward to. Kind of just waiting for Goody and them to do their cooking in the off season. So,
absolutely.
Yep. Waiting for the Chiefs to lose this weekend. That'll be great.
Amen to that. I keep forgetting we got football this weekend. One last thing. We're talking about these all-star games. Shedeur Sanders, East-West Shrine game. That's what that logo is right there. Okay, so he'll be playing in that. That's your number 2 prospect according to the consensus big board. And you go down, Nick Scourton, or Scourton, however you say it, edge defender from Texas A&M. He's the 17th overall prospect. He'll be in the Reese Senior Bowl that we're going to be doing a live watch party with. Then Kenneth Grant, defensive lineman. We talked about him earlier today. He was one of the favorite prospects in our Patreon group. East-West Shrine game. Siobhan Ravel Jr. out of East Carolina, East-West Shrine game. Shamar Stewart, defensive lineman out of Texas A&M, Reese Senior Bowl. Jalen Milroe, quarterback from Alabama, he said, "Man, I'm signing up for that Senior Bowl this year, boys. I gotta improve my stock." He had a rough year. He peaked at number 8. He's down to 25 right now. I think he's got a ton of talent. But Walter Nolan, my boy, Reese Senior Bowl. We'll be watching for him. Ariante Ursary, I think I'm saying that right, offensive tackle out of Minnesota, ranked 30th. He'll be in the Reese Senior Bowl. Armand Mimbo, interior offensive lineman from Missouri, will be in the Reese Senior Bowl. Jonah Savanaya, I think is how you say it, interior offensive lineman from Arizona. He's 39th, Senior Bowl. Landon Jackson, edge defender out of Arkansas, Senior Bowl. Princely, edge defender out of Ole Miss, Reese Senior Bowl. Wyatt Malum, offensive tackle out of West Virginia, Senior Bowl. Trey Amos, cornerback, a guy that I think is pretty high on our board, Emilio, if I remember correctly. He'll be in the Senior Bowl. Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. That might have been who I was thinking about. 2 Treys on the same team. That's wild.
Trey Amos is 49th.
Okay. On our board?
Correct.
Nice. And he's sitting here at 45, so that's pretty close, right?
Yep.
Let's see who else we got here. You notice that most of the top guys in the top 100 are Senior Bowl, right? But the Shrine game, you got some other guys that are going to be peppered in. We already hit on a couple of them there. They're trying to improve their stock, like Braden Swinson, edge defender from LSU, will be the East-West Shrine game. Zy Alexander, cornerback. I actually took him in my mock draft. He'll be in the East-West Shrine game. Jake Shavink, Jaden Higgins, Senior Bowl season. Can't wait. There you go, Tim. Jaden Higgins is going to be out
I don't
there.
know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything about him.
No idea who you mentioned in there, sir.
Yep.
Another one in the East-West Shrine game is Caden Prather. So if we were to look at, like, what do you think's the top need? Be honest, guys. Right off the bat, what's the Packers' top need that you've got to fill hell or high water in this draft?
3 techs, but I don't see many of them.
All right, so let's go defensive line. The guys we're going to be looking for: Kenneth Grant in the East-West Shrine game, Shamar Stewart out of Texas A&M Senior Bowl, Walter Nolan Senior Bowl, Deion Walker Senior Bowl. Tim,
let's go.
You're going to see tweets all week long of him bullying people in practice, man. All right, that's what we're looking for. TJ Sanders, defensive lineman out of South Carolina Senior Bowl, Alfred Collins Senior Bowl, Shamar Turner Senior Bowl, Omar Norman Lott Senior Bowl, Jordan Birch Senior Bowl, Ty Hamilton Senior Bowl. Now we're getting toward the bottom here, obviously. So it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a good week coming up. So we got playoff football, right? We've got next Thursday, we got the East-West Shrine game that'll be going on while we're live here on the air. And then Saturday around, I think what was it, 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern, we'll be going live doing a watch party for the Senior Bowl. That'd be a blast. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm telling you, we're going to blink. It's going to be combine.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to blink again. It's going to be free agency. Then we're going to blink again. We're all going to be in Green Bay, Wisconsin for the NFL draft. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Let's go. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Looking
Sir.
forward to that, man.
I told y'all that's how I decided I was going. Me and Mandy were like, should we go, whatever. She went, yeah, we're going. I went, I don't know. She went, Clayton. I went, it's 32 teams. I'm 42. I'll be 74 for the next. Yeah, we better go up there for that. I'm probably not going to be around for the next one, so let's do that. So, all right. Too old for this, says y'all rich people. What we got you for? You can't hide credit. You know what I'm saying? Too old. We're out of here. Appreciate your time, fellas. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning for Good Morning Lambeau, 8:30 a.m. Central. Hit that like button on the way out. We appreciate you. Give me one more time here, Tim. We need to get out of here, right? What do you say?
Get ready to go.
We're out. See you.
And we go. We're out. Bye, guys.